Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? How are you? How are you? The safety and security. Um, in this live, I wanna talk about. Um, if you remember my last live, talking about the answer of those question or those statement that um, regards of the company, Entercon company, that comment that or yeah comment that she don't agree with my video that's this is the best company is Entercon. So um, this is if you remember last live or just for a couple of hours, maybe 3 hours from ago, that I requested my boss to be on call. The reason why I requested, there's a reason behind that. Um, because the post that I had, which is they moved me there, of course the rate was low, and the reason why I requested for on call first for my safety. You remember I'm armed, and they moved me to the post that an arm, and the post that I have is really the city, the crime is really high. Um, and then also, I guarding, I guarding the laydown yard. If you know what is a laydown yard is, um, people try to sneak in. People try to get in, especially in the night, in the nighttime. And we have fence cut 3 times a week, and my shift I have one time, but the other guard they have a lot of fence cut when they are on duty. But not only that, the reason why I requested on call. If you are my manager, if you're watching this live, you know what is the reason behind and my safety. Um, there's people there try to get in. The drone fly in the night, and was I was watching these two individual, female and male, asked me to get in the gate, get inside, because they're claiming that their drone landed there inside. But I saw the drone earlier that went to the other um, uh, to another area. But then the I called the PD, and they disappear. But I'm talking about, if what if I'm in a guard shack, and of course when we are in the guard shack, the door will remain open, and the gate closed. What if they go inside, and then through the fence cut, they're gonna cut the fence and get in and try to get us and hurt us. That's my concern. Okay, that's my really concern, and that's the really reason why I requested um, on call. And when I get on call, I can't get hold of the scheduler, and they don't have time. I didn't have hours that at least 30 miles, 25 miles away from my house, but they have available way far. like about 100 miles, 90 miles, 70 miles, not ideal. So ended up, I applied this company. So back to the reason, back to the statement of that guy that he don't agree that the best company is Enterconnect, the best company. There's some area that they are doing right. There's an area that they're doing bad, especially it's really poor, especially in communication. Okay, and of course, uh, training, firearm training, really yearly, and there's no question of that. The management manager of that firearm training, they're really doing great. They're doing great. There's no question of that. But the post commander, supervisor, communication wise, training, uh, they don't. It's really poor. The manager, my manager, they're doing good. Uh, Grade, if I need to do grade, maybe 80%. But the supervisor, I think not even 40%. Communication, I'm professional, but I don't say anything. My previous supervisor, before I requested on call, of course, he had we have a good chemistry. We have a good yeah. They have this supervisor is good. I'm talking about from the post that I have that had an incident, remember? And before I moved before they moved me to the other post, that supervisor is really poor. I don't if you know me, you know who's I'm talking about. But at this video live, I don't want to mention about that. My name. Let's drink coffee. So, again, thank you so much for your support. If you're not new to this channel, please support and like and subscribe my channel. Yeah, I'm working right now in Allied Universal. I see what's video. She had a disappointing about the Allied. You know, I'm telling this. I tell you this. Some, and based on my experience here in security nature of job nature, I hearing some news, not good news from some officers about the Allied Universal. I tell you this. When you are working in any company, if you are a good security, a good worker, security arm officer or guard officer, I believe you agree this. Agree this. You will agree this. If you do the right thing and follow that rule as a security officer, arm or unarmed, that avoid, observe, and report. Okay? Avoid, that means you avoid to have that physical contact. Using your awareness and enlarge your awareness, you can apply these words, avoid. If you see someone yelling someone, don't go towards that person. Just away. Or if you saw that someone has a weapon or knife, away from that person. You're not the police officer. You're a security officer armed. But doesn't mean you have authority to go get that guy towards him or her. Not unless you protect yourself, that person in front of you. But I'm talking about this like about 10 feet, 15 feet. You saw people yelling, people, individuals, or someone called. So of course, avoid and observe. Observe, avoid, and report. Okay? Or avoid, observe, and report. When you are individual has a weapon, then you avoid and call the cop if you need to. Or you really need to call a cop if you need to. And hide and observe and report. Okay? So back to the universal, Allied Universal. As based on my observation, I believe this company is huge company. They have a good what do you call this? They have a good um, standard or not standard, that good reputation. And in training concern, they train the people, especially in you are an armed officer. If you notice, you have computer training in computer training online and continuing education. They have really a good training, and they buy some companies in service and customer service. The reason why I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the reason why they call universal because they have a project or client, any type of job post, like any kind, like airport or government client, government uh, account, or any kind. But in service is not universal. They're doing the training, and when I went to the training, they're really serious. Okay, in customer service, talking about security service, they're doing good. I'm saying that not because I'm working with them at this time. I'm saying that because before I worked this company and left and come back. When I worked their company, I work in Entercon like back to back, but I have to uh, apply this company back to Allied, and thank God, I'm so grateful and thankful for this manager. That manager gave me post, and this post is there. They have, of course, you have to patrol and I'm stay most of the time. I'm stay in the office and do the screening, do the do the screening in the machine. But then, as my observation, they're doing great. The service, they're doing great. They don't have a client, I believe, if they don't have a good service, a security nature of job. So I saw what's this video last time. This officer, that prostrated officer, that she said that left the Allied Universal, and then some video that they have a good video they have about talking about Allied also Universal, and they have a good experience and different video, different experience. But if you watch this video, if you work in Allied, guess what? When you are frustrated because supervisor, manager don't get you. If you are not get a reply from supervisor, you can escalate the concern or request to the higher. If not, you don't get the reply request. For example, request uniform. If you did, you get that. Give them some couple days, and before you go to the higher level. But of course, do the communication through channel. So yeah, I believe I work back to work here. But I think I almost worked 2 months here in 2 months, almost 2 months here in Allied Universal. Um, so far, the supervisor, the manager treated me good, all right. So yeah, I agree. Those disappointed officer, which is there's some brands. I'm talking about Universal, the same company, but there are some brands. It's depend of the brands. If you work with Allied Universal and there's a supervisor there that they don't do their job, there is manager at that branch that you work with, and they don't do their job. They're doing the way their job. I'm sorry about that, but my department, as as I work right now, they're doing right from supervisor, from director, from security director, and the client, supervisor, and manager, and even the firearm training office supervisor. They're doing great. Okay, and the rate, you get paid every week. Okay, you get paid every week, so you still work, still pay your bills. Not like 2 weeks, you waiting 2 weeks, so you're not behind your bills. Okay, so please, if you work on Allied, my suggestion, if you work on Allied and you are experiencing experience not we think that you treated not right, give a chance, like communicate the supervisor, manager, and you communicate professional. Don't wait until you're feeling like really disappointed. If you requested uniform, just a request. If you request day off, request ahead. They paying right. The Allied paying right. Okay. So I researched the Allied Universal company is huge company. They buying a lot of company. Okay, they buying G4S. I mean they join together G4S and join together work together right at this time. So they are doing great. Again, I don't say this because I'm working here, but I said this because um, that's how I experienced at this time. So again, I'm gonna go to the light. So yeah, please give my live thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, please support and subscribe and like. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. Be safe out there, especially your arm. Again, I'm work as an armed officer at this time, and next video I will tackle about safety. Okay, about safety. If you are an armed officer in duty, you are on duty. If you are encounter some individuals that um, has uh, bad behavior like bad behavior. If you are encounter in front of you, I gonna give you some tip for you to avoid that incident. Because if you are work armed officer, um, it's you can't control, or if you are the incident is in front of you, but you can you will have decision. You can choose what the right decision that you need to do. You can do the right decision at that moment if you um, remember. I'm gonna tell you next time. First, de-escalate. Okay, that's the only thing I can tell you. Next time, next video, I'm gonna tell you more of that for you to avoid incident. Okay, and then when you work an arm, when you work arm, you have to have ammo in your chamber. Okay, because if you are, of course, um, it's not. It's far from the truth. Like it's not gonna happen that you're gonna use your pistol to protect yourself. But better safe than sorry. Remember, better safe than sorry. Put ammo in the chamber, because if just in case there's a guy bad guy uh, walking towards you, like 5 feet away or 7 feet away, or even 10 feet away, and you don't have time to rock that pistol and protect yourself. Put ammo in the chamber. And also, I tell you some tip. Okay, if you listen this live, tell you some tip. I know that the company you work with, that's a life insurance, there's a medical insurance, but guess what? There's a insurance, some insurance out there that cover when you work. When you work, that's a some life insurance company that didn't cover. But get the insurance. Okay, get the insurance, life insurance. And I gotta go back to where I'm at. So get the life insurance. Again, better safe than sorry if you don't have insurance. Because if you have insurance, just in case, use that pistol to protect yourself and protect your family, or protect your company, coworker, client. You get covered. You get covered. Okay. And one more. If you are, um, if you have CCW permit, if you have to protect yourself and your family, better before that happen, before you use that CCW, you have to have uh, life insurance. Um, I will tell you that the life insurance that I have is UCCA. Okay, I don't tell you this company because I get paid from them. They don't pay me to advertise this UCCA. That's my life insurance. For example, if you use that pistol to protect yourself and protect your family, they're gonna covered from the lawyer, bond, because if just in case they're gonna send you to the jail, even if you are protecting yourself, use that pistol, and their own lawyer. They have the lawyer itself. They're gonna find a way to get that get you out in the jail, for example. And while you're in the court, like for example, in a hearing, when you're out of work, they're gonna cover you at like 500 or 300 a day, based on the based on that coverage. Okay, so better safe than sorry. So thank you, and I know this video, this live is longer. Again, if you work in Allied Universal, give it up, doing the right thing, even if uh, the supervisor not watching you. Do the right thing, okay? So shout out to that person that has a comment earlier that um, about he experienced um, she had a good experience working in Allied. To those working Allied, if you left in Allied, I'm sorry about that. But the thing is, I don't know the story, but I can tell you, if they have a good in any company, security company, they have the supervisor manager is really a huge responsibility. If you experience that supervisor that didn't do anything their job, or they don't do their job, then communicate to supervisor and manager, so that way they're gonna respond your concern or request. Okay, so talk to you soon. Please share this live, and thank you again. Safety and security. Bye bye for now.